How important is your faith in your life and how God responds to you? That's what we're going to talk about today on The Voice of Faith. Romans chapter 4, verse 3. I'm going to read this out of the Passion Translation. I read this and I thought, man, this is really good. So I'm going to read it to you out of the Passion. It says, listen to what the scriptures say. Because Abraham believed God's words, his faith transferred God's righteousness into his account. Isn't that tremendous? That your faith has an account. Your faith will actually deposit things into your account. And I love this. In that God saw Abraham's faith, and through his faith, righteousness was deposited into Abraham's account. In other words, Abraham was not made righteous because he did good deeds, or because he was a perfect guy, or because he did all the do's and the don'ts, and because he followed God's law to the T. It was because of his faith that Abraham was righteous. And do you know that that's how we stand righteous today? It's not because of what we've done, it's because of what Christ has done. Therefore, we can come boldly before God. And the Bible says that a couple of things. The Bible says that the righteous are bold as a lion. And because of that boldness, because of that righteousness, we can be bold. And so it's not being arrogant before God, it's just going bold before God, not feeling like you have this inferiority in your life, but instead you're going before Him because you know you're righteous because of the righteousness that came through faith, that it was placed in your account, and therefore you can stand before Him as if you've never sinned, as if you've never done anything before, and appeal to Him for whatever you have need of in your life. And guess what? God responds to that righteousness. He responds to that faith, and He releases His provision in your life. So today, get rid of that inferiority complex. Get rid of that mindset. Get rid of those things. Everyone has sinned and fallen short of the glory of God. If we're coming to God based on our merits, based on our actions, based on our righteousness, then nobody could come to God because nobody measures up. And I don't care if they're the best of the best person on this earth that makes very little mistakes and sins very little in his life. They're still sinning. And the Bible tells us that when you have sinned in one area, you're guilty of all. And so why? Because God He is absolute purity. He is perfect. And so we come to Him based on our righteousness that comes through faith. I love that. Man, I tell you, it's going to be great week. I want you to pay attention to the things that will be said this week because I believe it's going to build your faith. I love you. God bless you. And don't forget, if you work the word will work.